God, I forgot to turn that down before I launched that. That was super loud in my headphones. We are back. Hello, everybody. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, all good. What about yourself? I'm loving the look. How warm is it where you are?
It's pretty warm, and I may have to take the hoodie off mid-show to spoil the continuity. We've got Paul, the producer, in the back end. So glad to have him back on the show. And let us know where in the world you're tuning in from. I can already see, boom, straight away, New York City in the house, Oakland, San Francisco tuning in. We've got Paulette tuning in.
Where you from, Paulette? Where you
French
from?
Riviera. Let's go. Karim, the legend, in the building. Oh, mate, exciting news to tell you on the top of the show. We have a London takeover of the Lisbon Lauras on the 30th of July, and Karim's going to be joining us and lots of other people. If you're in London on the 30th of July, let us know. Come into town. Looking very 70s. I like it. I'm feeling the red glasses lately. El Mexico, as Jonathan tells me.
Are they real lenses, or are they just cool?
No, I don't think so. There's some just cheap Amazon, red glasses, whatever they are.
Yeah, to stop the race.
Yeah, I've got a big light here now, so it kind of helps me a bit so that I don't get too much glare when I'm looking at the camera. Also, I can blame the jet lag and all of that jazz. We've got some LinkedIn people tuning in. Good to know that we're live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Peas Potage, where is that, Tom? Lisbon tuning in. Let's go.
We've got Atlanta's
in the house.
Let's go. Let's from London. Whereabouts in London, Paulette?
Yeah, we've got another busy week of thank you so much for submitting all of your stuff to us. We've also curated a bunch. We've got some news to talk about, the usual, ads, music videos, short films, stuff that we liked. If you've seen anything in the news this week, let us know in the comments what we should be talking about in the news segment. Everything's Seedance 2.5 in my algorithm right now. Everyone's talking about the idea of 50 reference images or 50 references you can add to it. Also coming straight out the gate with 4K, and we've got wireframe editing and all sorts of other stuff going on with this potential launch. And yeah, it's just everyone's talking about it at the moment. LA in the house, let's go. Sydenham Hill. Ooh.
Southeast London.
We got Glenn tuning in. Let's go. Ohio in the building. Peas Potage is home of Cotsmere School, West Sussex. Love it. Nice. Dublin, Ireland in the building. Hello, Gilvan. Welcome to the show. As you can see, for those people that are new, this is live. We are able to comment on your stuff live. And if you are completely new, what we're going to do actually is do a live polling when we go to watch the stuff. We're not going to do it on the news because obviously that's the news. We don't really need to have an opinion on the news. It's just the news. But as soon as we start watching creative pieces, Paul, producer, will put a live poll onto the screen, and then you'll be able to vote via LinkedIn, YouTube, or X, Substack, wherever you're tuning in, with 1, 2, or 3 on whether you think it's great, whether you think it's okay, or whether you think it's not for you. Montpellier in the building. Let's go.
Bangladesh, Nebraska,
Canada in the house.
Canada. We're all
Bangladesh.
over the place.
Jimmy's voting too, and we haven't even voted anything yet. Of course he is. Oh man.
We got all nations. We're like the World Cup, inviting everyone's into this session.
Yep. What do you think about the background music as well, guys? I really like it at the moment for the intros and stuff, but if it's distracting to you, let us know. It puts me into a nice rhythm and flow with the music though when I'm actually talking over the top of it. As long as it's not too distracting for you guys, the audience.
I like it.
I like it too. It's nice, smooth, sort of jazzy feel. It's kind of nice.
Studio
matches the glasses. No, it's not actually. This is a stock piece from Artlist, I believe. But I am going to play some of our stuff that I've made similar to this actually in the future. Hey, let's go. Matisse tuning in. I think people are now showing up. I think we're ready to start, and we're 5 minutes into the show. So let's talk about what everyone's talking about, guys. Truthfully, Seedance 2.5. Is it going to be the biggest leap we've ever seen in AI video? That's what the talk is. There is no beta program, which is the other thing adding to some allure in this, because we've been added to beta programs for previous stuff with this stuff, but this one hasn't got one. So we're all very curious as to what's coming up. We have got a video, which is what's being shown as their sort of commercial teaser. So let's watch it together and see what we think.
Since early this morning, multiple abnormal incidents have been reported across different parts of the world.
Sleeping in the shadows.
Stay with me. What happened? Get hell turned into a paper cutout. Don't bend him.
No. No, my prompt.
Hello?
Is it fixed yet?
We're about to play your video at the event.
There's been a small, unexpected issue. I'll fix it right away. Just give me a few more minutes.
It appears that some higher dimensional entity is now repairing all of the anomalous phenomenon that occurred today. Hurry, he sent it!
I'm on it.
Epic, huh? Like, I think Mary said it perfectly. She likes where this is going, and it was kind of mesmerizing, as Eric's saying. You see these boxes where they're like expanding things and changing things like a dove into a paper airplane and stuff. This is called wireframe editing, which I am assuming is their sort of counter to Google Omni and Runway Aleph and sort of video in painting. So it's even been teased from the get-go that 2.5 will have all of this stuff. And it is a continuation of 2, you know, it's not a launch of 3. So you'd expect that it would come with more tools and stuff out of the gate and 4K and things like this. But yeah, 30 seconds output, 50 individual references, and wireframe editing is pretty much the biggest leap I've seen in the video space. And it's pretty insane to see.
And the crazy thing is that this is 2.5. So imagine the jump between 2 and 2.5, and they're doing this. I wonder what 3 is going to be like. That's exactly the first thing. Secondly, very rarely have you seen in the AI space, not just videos, but just anything in generative AI, where somebody's gone to number 1, waited a few months, and nobody has overtaken it. So their next update has just made them even like further.
Mate, I was at Google I/O and we were all waiting for VO4 to be announced, and it never came. And then Google Omni was the thing that dropped, and a lot more, you know, they are a full stack company. In hindsight, it was maybe like, you know, a bit silly of me to think VO4 was going to be the priority for them, because they have everything, right? They have Gmail, they have search, they have Chrome, they have literally everything. So they are prioritizing across the board as opposed to just on the video models, which is Seedance, you know, it's all it is video models. ByteDance have like focused this team to make these models. And so, yeah, but as you said, it's going to be a big jump, and like 50 reference images is way more. I wonder how accurate it's going to be, you know, like how many of the 50 characters you upload show up in photorealism or something. Like, let's see. But I'm really excited for 30 seconds output, because I'm assuming that means you can upload 30 seconds of input. So via audio, when I'm uploading my music, I can give it 30 seconds as a reference, as opposed to just the 15 seconds we can do now. So it doubles the length that I can input my audio.
Exactly. And I'm hearing you can edit within the 30 seconds as well. So
really?
18
Interesting.
seconds might be all right, but let me just edit between 18 seconds and 22 seconds. And so there's all of that. That's what I'm hearing. But whether or not that's true or not, I'm not sure.
And as when new capabilities come out, often the lower capabilities get cheaper in price. So hopefully this is a knock-on effect, you know, so that it's not, yes, it's going to be very costly, but then maybe Seedance 2 and others will become less costly over time as newer and newer models get launched and it becomes more and more efficient. But yeah, exciting news out. Pretty damn intense trailer. I loved all of the things that it's changing, you know, but it really does feel like a shot of Google Omni, doesn't it? Like in painting. It wasn't like showing off 4K or stuff. It was really like, here's how you turn this building into a block. Here's how you turn this into a house of cards. Here's how you turn this into a whatever, you know. It's all but yeah, incredible, like zooming out and all of this. It looks just remarkable. If that's coming straight out of Seedance 2.5, my God.
I wonder if that's going to be the case. So they're going to say, whenever it's the point zeros, that's going to be an increase in the what you visually see. But whenever it's
historically what's happened is that like when 3 comes out, it won't come with all the bells and whistles, you know, because they add more stuff over time. It's like a new foundational model is built for 3. It's not even usually related to 2. It's built separate and new, and then it adds all of the bells and whistles as it goes, you know, point 1, 2, 5, and then sometimes they just roll straight over. We got Blacklight tuning in, my buddy Blacklight. Thanks for tuning in, man. Right. Excited to have him on in a future Creator Sessions episode as well. Some legends in the house. Love it. But yeah, everyone's excited and hyped for this 2.5. But how expensive is it going to be? That's the question you always ask, mate.
Yeah, how much does this cost? It sounds great, but how much does this cost if you're not on one of the CPP packages? It's like 404 Films that said, I don't know how much you guys are using Fable 5, but that's got major Google rug pull territory like Gmail. Build it. Now, I've been using Fable 5, and I used it yesterday. I said, right, let me do, and I've done 3 things. By the end of those 3 things, with 0 iterations, it was like, you're out of credits. You can't use it until another 5 hours later on that night. So I was like, it's killing credits. So I know that it was free to use. I don't know if it's still free to use at the moment, or not free, but it's part of
it's part of the plans. Exactly. Today actually it changes.
It looks like Fable 5 is the most capable model and draws. I don't know if today is the day where it stops.
It is exactly. So what exactly what happens is it's no longer included in any of the plans, and it's going to go as a pay-as-you-go model, as far as I understand from reading it. But it has been incredible. We've been using it the last few days relentlessly, actually, as well, to rebuild our site and build an AI live site as well. So look out for that coming soon. It's looking really nice. A lot of nice little thing that we vibe coded. But yeah, today is the day, sadly, as people are saying. So we really appreciate you joining us on the last day of Fable, because we know that a precious thing is going away. Exactly. Have it open to the side. Hey, we got Jordan tuning in. How's it going, man? Appreciate you real dreamers tuning in.
Nice.
Send me your piece. You said that it was out today. I remember you saying that it was going to be released today. So send it over. Love it. Oh, it's rendering as we speak, he says into the chat. Or maybe that was a bit earlier. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's get into the pieces, shall we? Again, we've got like quite a few submissions, quite a few curations, and all of that jazz. Let me get out my producer notes for today. We're going to start with a Jeep ad. So it's quite a long ad, actually. It's 2 minutes and 59 seconds. This one is created by Highdive. Highdive built the vehicles to millimeter level production accuracy and used Google's VO and Luma Dream Machine to scout the locations, to develop the characters, and to generate the scenes. So that's all of the context for this piece. Let's check it out.
My home is a place where I'm just me. Not big or small, perfect size to be. I know every ripple in the paint that's on the wall. If it had 1,000 cracks, I wouldn't mind at all. My home. My home, my home, my home. Home is where my love is laid. Home is where my bones are aching. Home is just a name for you and me. Home is where my heart is racing. Home is with the lives we're making. Home is just a name for you and me. My home, my home, my home, my home. Home is where the lights are showing. Home is where the winds are blowing. Home is just a name for you and me. Home is every chance I'm taking. Home is what the news will bring. Home is just a name for you and me. Oh, my home. Home is where my heart is racing. Home is with the lives we're making. Home is just a name for you and me.
Wow, isn't that crazy when the adverts are changing into cinematic style storytelling things, and that's like a 3-minute thing with an epic song, like cinematic visuals, no dialogue, all based around this one tire, and it's a whole story. So 1, 2, or 3, the poll is now live. Is that awesome? Is that okay or not for you? 1 is awesome, 2 is okay, 3 is not for you. What's your feelings on that piece, mate?
I'm pretty much what the chat. I'm the same as the chat. It's a great piece of content here. It's a great story. No words, strong music, easy to understand. If I'm like if I've worked, it felt like a normal ad. And what I mean by that, an ad that I've kind of seen before. But if I was someone who made that ad, let's say 10 years ago, and I'm looking at what AI can do this, I would either be so excited or I'll be worried, because I'm looking at it thinking, oh my God, like how long did this take? How much did it cost? 1/10 of the time and cost. Wow. Like that's how I look at it. But as a piece of content, fantastic.
And Jimmy's asking if this is a paid real ad with Jeep, and yes, we believe it is. This is not in the spec ad section, so I'm assuming this is a real Jeep ad. Someone said they cried. Someone said sentimental. Someone said, Paul said, producer Paul said the music is doing a lot of the heavy lifting in this piece, and I agree. It really carried the piece through, and the editing to the music and all of that really helped this 3-minute piece not feel like
the music AI or is that your real song?
Again, I don't know. Actually, I would assume it was a real song, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Like,
what do you think? What do you think of it?
I thought it was brilliant. A 1 straight for me. I do know that it was based on a film potentially called Rubber, which is an old sort of film. So that's the only criticism I've seen of it online, is that there is some premise that's somewhat similar to this rolling tire thing.
Yeah.
But to me, I hadn't seen this film, and it felt very original, and it felt very unique and very interesting. I loved the music that carried it. And yeah, I love the fact that Jeep commissioned it, truthfully, a 3-minute cinematic piece like this. Now, where it's actually produced and published is the next question, because, you know, this isn't really like a TV ad, and it's certainly not like a YouTube pre-roll ad. So where exactly this gets showcased as an advertisement, I don't know, because it's so sort of long and cinematic that you've really got to watch it to really enjoy it. But I personally loved it. Yeah, maybe YouTube. Maybe
the reason why I say that is because if you think about that Nike ads and the Adidas ads we were playing before, they're like 5-6 minutes long. So
people are saying it sounds like Suno, by the way. So yes, I think maybe it was a Suno generated song, which again, this is massive credits if they wrote that song as well, because there was no extra credits in the video as to the song creator. So you then assume that the video creator had generated the song as well, and all the visuals, which directly working with Jeep with one person to make this 3-minute cinematic ad is a really, really big thing, you know, because usually a team would be behind this, an agency.
Yeah, and someone said that they put the song into Shazam and it didn't come up in Shazam, so it might be.
There you go. Let's assume that it entirely was AI generated. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me, but we'd never want to assume that, obviously, just because it might not be right, and we might be giving a real band like no credit. But yeah, I guess that this was a Suno beat. Amazing. Well, what a way to kick off the show, eh? Straight ones, except for one person who thought it was okay, but yeah. A nice ads to kick off. Now we're going to go straight into the spec ad section, and we know these are spec ads because one of them was actually part of a competition for ExpressVPN, and this one actually placed in first place. So very congratulations to this person, because apparently there were 20,000 entries to this ExpressVPN advert competition, which is pretty insane, and don't quite know how they're watching all of those, but still. This person, by the way, is actually part of the Gen HQ community from Rock, who told us that they clean swept it, mate. They got first, second, and third place. We're not going to get time to watch all of them this week, but we're going to watch the first place winner straight away. So this one is by Law Alive Studios, and we know it was made with GPT-2, Nano Banana Pro, Seedance 2, and Kling 3.0. And it placed first, so let's watch it.
You may be wondering why I travel with a bodyguard for the internet. One sec, Sensei. Everywhere I log in, someone's reaching for my stuff. So I got top-tier encryption from ExpressVPN.
Dripcoin to the moon!
A tap a day keeps the crypto bro away. Ever since I signed up, no hacker, no scammer,
Sir, wait, come back.
or advertiser can even get near me. ExpressVPN, nobody gets in.
A tap a day keeps the crypto bro away. Little lines like that. Yeah, I guess the premise of this was to make it very short and snappy, you know, and it be about ExpressVPN and everything like that. So vote 1, 2, or 3. The poll is now open. What did you think to that as a spec ad? Was it awesome? Was it okay? Was it not for you? Yeah, pretty funny. What did you think?
I thought it was good. I liked the concept. I thought it was funny, made me laugh. I'm sure last week we played another one, ExpressVPN.
Yes, we played one by the ExpressVPN director himself, actually, who was doing. Yes,
I think I preferred his one than this one.
Right.
Yeah, but it was a good one. I like it. I thought it was like a good concept. I like the fact that it's got the bodyguard there, and like obviously the robot bodyguard there. Little things like if you go back to that boat where he threw him off the boat, everyone who was sunbathing kind of looked up, and like it's for me, I like looking at the things that are going on in the background. But but 20,000 people that
I know it's crazy, because I guess it was such a short entry requirement, you know, when it's like a big brand as well that's behind it. It's not an AI company, or it was in conjunction with Artlist and other people, I think. But still, ExpressVPN is a huge extra company. We actually talked about this, right? We said, when are the big companies going to start getting into this? This is the early start of this. 20,000 entries to an ExpressVPN ad competition. It's pretty mad.
There's a lot of people still. That shows that 20,000 people are doing it. Well, obviously there's a lot more, but if there's 20,000 people that's entering, unless it's like a lot of people doing like multiple entries, you know, this space is just gonna get more and more people doing it.
We got to think we're global, aren't we? And ExpressVPN is a global brand, and many other countries actually use VPNs a lot more than like Western countries. So they'll have had like entries from all over the world, you know, no doubt. And hard to know exactly how they're going to look at all of these as and when they go up and up and up in the future. You know, Seedance 2.5, sorry, is going to let us literally generate a 30-second ad straight out the gate with multi-shot. So it's like you can do one generation and enter it to a competition. That's the imagine that friction point barrier to entry. You're going to get hundreds of thousands of entries. It's going to be kind of wild, and we're going to need some sort of way of, you know, quality controlling.
Yeah, I was about to say, going to have to be some quality control because the word AI slop's going to be thrown around a lot.
I know. Well, let's get into the next piece. This one is called Secondhand. It's a Samsung Galaxy S9 ad by Simon Meyer, your favorite. I wanted to sell my old Samsung Galaxy S9, so I built a commercial for it. Let's check it out.
A good smartphone is like a fine wine. It gets better with age. And this smartphone is really old. It has a massive 5-inch display with a few cracks in it, but the touch function still works. Sometimes. The battery is dead, but with the power cable connected, you can keep watching adorable cat videos for hours.
I can't really remember the pin, but I'm sure that's not a big deal. So buy my old Samsung Galaxy S9.
Seriously, I need the money.
Could you imagine coming across an eBay listing and this was the video to buy the cracked old Samsung S9 video that was listed on the eBay account?
People will buy it. People will buy it.
Take my money, says Mary.
My money. Yeah.
What did you think to that piece? The voting is now open. The poll, what did you think? Obviously, it was a spoof thing for his old phone, and it was just a hilarious premise for a silly video. But how epic did it look? You know, a great showcase of what you could actually do with a real phone company, you know, with a real up-to-date smartphone. It's a very clever way to advertise your skills. And he says he needs the money at the end. Simon, I think we've seen you win at least 6 AI competitions with hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not quite sure you need the money for your old smartphone, to be honest with you. But a hilarious video. I give that a 1. I really liked it. We've got a behind the scenes to watch for that one as well, straight back to back.
Nice.
So yeah, quick. Anything comment wise on that before we like watch the behind the scenes? Just funny, right?
It's a good concept. You know, I can see more and more people doing this. Like I'm on listings like every day, and things like that, stuff like that. If they can make it stand out in an interesting way, I think you're going to get a lot of people buying it. So
it's just a funny showcase of your skills. Like Billy AI, you know, he does his like funny things to showcase what he can make for brands. And it's Simon's, he's the funniest German in the AI thing, I think, to be honest with you. He's pretty hilarious. Anyway, let's watch the behind the scenes.
Here's how you can create a cinematic high-end ad for literally anything, even for my old broken Samsung Galaxy S9.
A good smartphone is like a fine wine. It gets better with age.
Many people use AI like a slot machine, so they write one sentence in a prompt field and then they click on generate and they hope that something good happens. But that's not how creative control works. If you want to make something specific with AI, you need to define some rules. You need to give the AI a word to work with. So you need to define like the camera language, the visual aesthetic, the locations and the characters. And also you can tell the AI what to avoid. And that's why NVIDIA's Agent 1 is so powerful. You should think of Agent 1 as an additional crew member of your team. So the first step is not AI, the first step is shooting the phone. I placed the phone in front of a white wall and used the window as my main light. Nothing fancy. Alright, so let's deploy the first agent. You are my assistant director. So now I want to give Agent 1 the visual style references. and I'm gonna call it production designer. While the production design agent is thinking, I'm gonna deploy another agent. My voiceover agent can work in this page. I go back to my production design agent. So I iterated a lot, but in the end I got these images here, and I'm really happy with these start frames. For the last step, I want to create the videos. You are my digital DP. And then I got my very long multi-shot prompt here, and this looks absolutely spectacular. This shot is not so great. All in all, it did a pretty good job. And then I added everything together, add some motion graphics, and then I have the final film.
We're in the era of agentic video, mate. That's what's truly happening. A lot of people have got these agents now. This is the in-video agent that he's using here. Interesting, huh?
Yeah, I actually was thinking when I was watching before he went to the behind the scenes, I was thinking, I wonder if he's using this like a agent to do this.
Yep.
And yeah, when it's to the behind the scenes, since it in video, I was like, okay, cool, makes sense. Yeah, it's you know, that could be the future. It could be what Glenn was talking about last week about the vibe directing. Again, that's another way things could go.
We've got Glenn's open art director vibe thing to show this week. So very good suggestion there. Yeah. We posted this as well earlier. In fact, actually, mate, that's the next one. You've literally set me up as a segue for the next video. But let's talk about this one. I really like the behind the scenes idea of doing this and explaining how it's done with an agent like this, because it shows how like prompting is not, you know, remember like a year ago, everyone said prompt engineering is going to be the #1 skill. No, it's the idea that was always the valuable part, because agents now will write your prompts, enact your certain things, and you just set them on their certain tasks. Like he's setting up a voice agent, a video agent, and a different agent, and then coming back and collecting all of it. But the idea was his, and the output and the edit is his. And that's the agent's task to take care of the middle part, right? It's like interesting. And get the first and last frames, and look at the prompt. He's not written a word of this. Look how long the prompt is on the right hand box there. That's all written by the agent based on the cameras and the logic. And you know, he does a lot of pre-setup, which is what I'm seeing is a common thing amongst all of the best directors, is you teach them the laws and the logic and the camera setups and all of that in advance to you ever writing a prompt to them. You know, this is sort of your setup file, basically. Think of it like your setup logic in your file that you always refer to. In Claude, it's called like a .md file. In ChatGPT, it's like, you know, your basic settings and stuff like this. So,
ChatGPT does those MD markdown files as well.
They've all got the equivalent now, don't they? Basically, you're building a brain over time, and you're teaching it the logic, and it's learning from you, and it's advancing itself. It's a new era, truly. Fable 5 truly feels something different, truthfully. Like I've been using it like a lot the last few days, and Mark has been telling me this is so much more advanced than Opus. And like you said, it is a token burner, but man, oh man, it just, you know, I'll tell you a crazy scenario. When we were downloading videos for this week's live stream, I gave it a whole bunch of links, and it went to GitHub, downloaded the tools it needed, and downloaded them from the various places.
Really? Wow.
It did extra steps that I've never seen any AI even attempt. And
how
I was like,
like, how many are you on the top Claude plan?
Yes, we're on one of the top Claude plans, so it's not as much. But like I'm using the code version as well, which is the most efficient way to do it. Not not co-work and not chat. I'm using Claude Code for the efficiency in folders on my desktop and stuff like that. But yeah, crazy, huh? It's actually mad how much more capable it is. And these agents do feel like, remember a year ago, everyone was talking about agents and hyping them up. Now they feel real. They actually finally feel real now. But only now. Only now are they starting to feel real, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, let's keep going, because you set me up beautifully for Glenn, who's tuned in, hopefully still, Glenn. Your 2028 Olympic trailer is only 19 seconds, but it was beautiful motion graphics. Experimenting with Nano, Open Art Director, which is another one of the agents by Open Art, CapCut, and 11 Labs. Let's check it out. Vibe directing, mate. Vibe directing. Can we start? Everyone's talked about vibe coding. Can we talk about vibe directing, please? Because, you know, this is the sort of thing that he mentioned in his post copywriting. You know, it felt more like vibe directing than prompting. And this is the overall sort of message that I'm getting from a lot of people is, I don't write prompts anymore, bro. You know, a lot of people say they use Whisperflow that then adds stuff that then Claude builds a massive long prompt. So it's like 4 steps and none of it's prompting, you know, it's interesting. Yes, the voting is now open, though, by the way. 1, 2, or 3. What did you think to that? Very short, lovely motion graphics piece. For me, that's a straight 1, just because I love the sort of aesthetic and sound and stuff that was added to this piece. It's just so nice, and it just makes for such a nice post. Great motion, great like use of like flow, and yeah, it's so cool that you can do this.
Yeah, I think if you look at this, I don't know if you've ever seen like BBC sports shows, Glenn, but it reminds me of like the start of a BBC sports show. Like it really is literally right on brand. That's how the BBC will start any of their things.
They call them like something in the industry, don't they? They're like icons or something like this, which is like the openings thing to. Again, the BBCs are like iconic icons. You know, they're like very much this style. So, yeah, very very nice. Loved it, Glenn. Thank you so much for sending that piece to me. And yeah, OpenArt Director was what that was using, which is another one of the agents. So we talked about InVideo agent from Simon Meyer's piece, and that was the OpenArt Director, which is a new director agent that's opened with OpenArt. We're hoping that many of these guys can be sponsors of the show in the future, and we're showing their stuff, you know, sort of preemptively for that. So really glad that you guys are experimenting with it and got CPP access and partnership to get those tokens to do that. This next piece is into the films and everything else we thought was cool section, and it's a 25-minute really long piece. Now, as we've been doing in the past, we're going to show the first 5 minutes. We may not do a vote on this round in terms of watching the next 5 minutes of this one, just because we have got so much to show this week, but let's check it out anyway. This one is Alucard Time, Chapter V from ZeroAIStudio. Alucard is an independent cinematic AI horror series created by Andrea Denitis, aka ZeroAIStudio, and I believe that they watched the show. So let's check it out. Well, oh my God, that was a lot to take in. It was a bit of a slow start, in truth, you know, with a lot of the setup. But as we say, it was a 25-minute piece, so it's sort of like building into the thing as a lot more than a 5-minute, you know, really crazy thing. The voting is now open, though. Awesome. 1, 2, okay. 3, not for me. What is it for you guys? It felt very Van Helsing, if you remember that movie.
Yeah,
Like that world of like creatures and stuff like that. I kind of like it, but again, I'd need to watch the full thing to like really get into what I thought overall to it. A bit of a slow build, though, to be honest. Like, you know, I definitely thought that the setups with the wolves. Someone said they're going to kiss, which I was actually laughing. I think the wolves are going to kiss because they just keep snarling at each other for about 5 minutes straight. It was kind of funny.
ZeroAIstudio is in the chat.
Hey, let's go. Awesome. Thank you so much for submitting this piece to us as well, man. We're so appreciative of you watching the show. Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're tuning in.
What you used, how long it took, how many
credits, any information that you've got to tell us, please do. And thanks so much again for submitting through to our link. We will put up a link to where to submit. And like and subscribe, obviously, to our Luma and to our YouTube and everything else so that you can get all of the links for the newsletter, which show all of the credits. We had a really good reaction, by the way, to our LinkedIn newsletter from the last week where we showed Red. Remember the last one, the Red Riding Hood by Lauren? That video of the week. She was so thankful to like get the showcase in the newsletter after the show and stuff. And it's so awesome. You guys really deserve it. So thank you. Love the camera movements. Yes. Voted one for himself. Loving
it. That's right. That is right.
A real fan of the show, tuning in as well. I love it. And making such epic long pieces on your YouTube. I think you may have to be one of our special guests in the future, Mr. ZeroAIstudio. We will pick your brain as to how you're making such epic long pieces in a creator sessions on a Wednesday, if you are up for it, my man.
Yeah. He said everything, he did everything on his own. I mainly use Seedance too. No worries. Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for submitting.
How long did it take? How long did it take? Are you on a CPP plan, or are you did you just pay? Like, it'd be good to, even if it's just a ballpark, how much something like this would cost as well. Because it's always good to kind of find out.
And we've got Marco tuning in who says, remember that pulling off anything of 25 minutes is really hard. So it's congratulations for even getting anywhere near that level of stuff. Honestly, at this level, it's really, really difficult. So awesome stuff. And Marco, awesome for tuning in. Thank you so much for helping out on previous weeks. I really appreciate you, man. And he's got a lot of the suggestions that we're going to see again this week. One of the best people watching the show. Also, we're going to have his film coming on and do a creator sessions with Marco when his film is ready to release. So excited to see that. So many talented people tuning into the show. Another one of our favorite people tuning into the show, who actually is probably on a call right now, which is sad, but I'll send this out after to him, is Karim. Karim is going to be over at London Lisbon Laura's Takeover. And he made this awesome piece. And I'll give you a bit of a backstory to this. He wrote the piece in Suno that you're going to see in the first sort of 4 minutes of this, and then asked me to remaster it. And I think I'm going to do more remixes and some music videos with him in the future, because he's really my style. And if you like sort of sci-fi cinematic visuals mixed with a music video, this is going to be the sort of thing for you. It's called THOLIN, Episode 1, which is an AI cyberpunk series by Karim Yourself. It's an 8-minute episode made with Ariel Originals and myself in 2 weeks. So that's what we know. Also, we know that he is he works at Let's AI, and they have Seedance and all of the latest things.
Okay.
Some of this will be sort of 4K Seedance, and some of it will be 1080p and 720p upscaled. But you'll notice straight away it's definitely Seedance because of what's actually in the content of the video. But anyway, let's check it out.
Con, on, come upstairs, now.
I'm busy.
Now.
Con biết rồi.
He's at Senden. Bring me my chrome. Alive? Batao will be there. Don't leave a mess.
Line disconnected.
What's wrong with him?
Trời ơi, why don't you ask him yourself? Kim is doing more than you right now.
Always happy to help.
Always happy to help.
Thank you. Are you the Stitch? My gear, it's bricked.
Yeah. No shit. Fuck.
Good morning, sunshine.
Promise me I'll end up looking better than that guy.
If you do, you won't know it.
Anna.
I'm putting you under. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Diagnostics complete. Results inconclusive.
So custom job, what else?
Implants are unregistered. I will keep digging.
Initiating procedure.
Xin chào. Customers upstairs.
Okay, Kim, I'm coming. Excuse me, we're not taking any customers. Jin.
Chaba.
Mira, track that.
Unknown substance. Rhizomatic growth, particulate, conductive. It is damaging surrounding cells. 3 millimeters since scan start. Trajectory, spinal column, then brainstem.
What is this?
I think the last comment by Chrissy sums this up perfectly. This is wild. What did you think? 1, 2, or 3? Awesome, okay, not for me. If you'd have shown this AI video to someone 1 year ago and said this is where AI is going to be today, I don't think they would believe you, truthfully. This level of high visual fidelity is kind of insane, to be honest with you. Like, Karim is easily one of the best that I've ever seen doing this level of continuity of like quality of characters and, you know, scene to scene lip syncing. He's really a technical expert at all of this, you know, like it's amazing to see. Straight ones coming in from the chat as well, I can see. Absolutely incredible, that piece. Loved doing the music for it in the intro. I love the visuals. Like, a lot of people are doing the steampunk thing, but no one's doing it at this level, man.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was
like,
impressive. Very
epic.
impressive. It just looked, he's there. There he is. Karim's there.
There he's tuning in whilst he's on a call. He's fucking a legend. I love you, Karim.
I thought it was like just
epic.
It looked great. I thought the music at the beginning was like the bit when you were saying about the beginning. I thought that was bang on. I thought this is something that I find with a lot of AI videos. When they're doing voices, sometimes that voice just doesn't match the character. But this one, it really felt it did. Like every single character, it really felt it kind of matched them.
Yep.
Yeah, overall, I really like this.
I really like the character design too, like the individual characters. Also liked all of the like, you know, when it was doing like the X-ray stuff, where it was like, you know, you're seeing different stuff to the characters as well. It was really interesting to see like all of the visual fidelity in every scene, not just in the like medium character shots, you know, actually in the tech and all of the other stuff. It's just incredible that you can pull this stuff off now. Truly, it is truly insane that we can do these things in 2 weeks with 2 people, mate. 2 weeks with 2 people to make this entire thing, including the beat, and then me remastering it and all of that. So 3 people if you include me, but barely, you know. I just remastered a beat that he'd already made that I said, this is a banger and needs to sound a bit louder in certain places to really carry the visuals, you know, and that was it, really. That was my only contribution to this. But he gave me a special shout out thanks when he posted this on X. It's got massive numbers, by the way, on Instagram, but give it some love on YouTube, people. We're live through YouTube. Many of you are tuning in through YouTube. Go check out Karim. He's literally on the comments here, so go check out his YouTube channel where you can give the original love and comments and stuff. Loving it. Loving it.
Yeah, it's a really, really good piece, that.
This next piece,
Seedance.
Yes, definitely Seedance. Some Kling maybe as well, Karim. I don't know. Like for some of the pieces, I could maybe see some Kling 3.0, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was just straight Seedance. Karim gets a 1 for being Karim, exactly as Mary said. He's a very, very nice guy as well. So that's the thing that I care mostly about. Very talented, very nice. You're all good in my book. The next piece we've got is Arthas, The Price of Vengeance. It's a Warcraft AI fan film. Now, I'm not aware of the Warcraft sort of world. I know it's a very big fandom around the world. And many of you... Yes, exactly. I guess so. It's by Avaren, and this premise is, in the frozen wastes of Northrend, Prince Atheros takes the final steps towards Frostmourne and leaves the man he once was behind. So let's check it out.
The men are settling in, my lord.
Good.
After everything, this place almost feels peaceful.
It won't last.
I never should have let you go through with this. This is madness.
I've heard your counsel, Muradin. Now you either stand with me, or stand aside.
Excuse me to interrupt, but what about our deal? Prince Arthas.
Quickly, my warriors! These murderous creatures have burned our ships and robbed you of your way home.
What? That was not the plan.
Damn beasts. Slay them all. In the name of Lord Aron. See that every man stands ready at his post.
Yes, my lord. lads.
Careful with that wood, it's brittle in this cold. You know, you always did choose the worst times to start fixing things. I used to hate your patience.
Is that really what you came here to talk about? You lied to your men. You betrayed the mercenaries who fought for you. That's no the lad I trained. That's not King Tyrannus's boy.
I am no one's boy. I did what I deemed necessary.
What's happening to Arthas? Is vengeance all that's important to you?
You weren't there. You weren't there to see what Mal'Ganis did to my homeland. What he did to innocent men, women, and children.
You're right. I wasn't there. Thank the light I didn't have to make that kind of decision. But even so, something's happening to you. This looks bad. We're completely surrounded.
We can still destroy them. That rune's blade you've been searching for. Frostmourne. It's our only hope now.
Well, lad, I have been having my doubts about the sword. And to speak truly about ye as well.
Are you telling me that you've figured out how to find it? Whatever your doubts are, you can't possibly have them now!
Mate, as far as like a fan film goes, isn't it wild the standards to which you can do fan films these days?
Yeah.
That's actually a 15-minute piece, and we just watched the first 5 minutes of it.
Really?
The voting is now open. 1, 2, or 3. Awesome, okay, not for me. I'll tell you, as someone that doesn't know this world, I felt that that was a very cool way to be introduced to the world of Warcraft. You know, maybe it's like a cinematic, realistic version of, you know, a different world, which is the world of Warcraft, but still I thought it was pretty damn epic, to be honest with you, and so like much talent goes into something like that. But the standards are just so high. That's a fan film, a 15-minute fan film. Just like, wow.
You could tell they were a fan of not just World of Warcraft, but just like the whole fantasy type, like it's a mixture of like Game of Thrones. Someone put Jon Snow in there, Lord of the Rings, The Watcher. My favorite, it's weird because I'm not really into these type of films. I like them, but I'm not massively into them. But my favorite author is a guy called David Gemmell, and he writes books exactly like this. And I love this world, and the way he's done it is really good. As you said, it's a great introduction to all of this. So like the elves.
I'm not even a fan of this generally, this type of stuff, but it got me in just because of the quality of the storytelling and the characters and how, you know, talented this fan artist is. It's just insane to see the standards. Like, someone made a 15-minute thing, which is a complete fan film of one of their favorite worlds. It's just wild that you can pull it off at this level now. This could go really mega viral on YouTube and spawn a whole company, which could then collaborate with the actual World of Warcraft, you know, and Fortnite and all the other places that they do all these things.
I'm telling you that this could be the next big thing in this space, because Like
studios, yeah.
I know you've got a lot of fans, like hardcore fans in this space. So imagine creating all of these little films off the back of it. You know, it's very interesting.
It's wild, huh? Just the times we live in, like, and then imagine what Seedance 2.5 is going to add to all of this, like the ability to do in painting and wireframing and high 4K fidelity, 50 references. All of this is just going to go up and up and up. Like the fan films are going to get more and more epic and more millions of views on YouTube and things like this. It's just going to explode.
Do you know what I predict in 6 months' time that we're going to start seeing the videos of? Grand Theft Auto.
Definitely.
I can see people creating once it comes out, I'm already seeing people selling courses on how to make money in the new Grand Theft Auto.
That's hilarious.
And I can just see a lot of fans.
How is that a thing?
Creating stuff like videos that's connected to do with Grand Theft Auto and all of that. I can see it already.
It's going to be a whole economy, isn't it? Because it's like the biggest anticipated media and the highest funded media of all time. The pre-release came out the other day. Did you see? You can sign up for the pre-release.
Yeah, that's sold like millions in
of course,
a couple of hours. Yeah.
Wild, huh? Wild. Anyway, you know what we're going to show next? Another fan-based film that's actually a different world. Again, not one I'm familiar with, but this is just as bigger, you know, like fandom. This is from Dragon Ball Z. Are you familiar with the Dragon Ball Z world?
Nah, to be honest, I know it, but I don't know any of the Dragon Ball Z like stuff. Like I heard people talk about it. It goes way over my head.
Exactly. Same with me. I like the Pokemon world. I never got into the Dragon Ball Z world. So I could, you know, if it was Pokemon, I'd be there. If it's Dragon Ball Z, I won't. But again, if you know, you know. This one is Frieza Saga. It's a multiverse short film. The whole thing is 32 minutes. We're only going to be showing the first 5 minutes. This one is by J2 Industries. And it's Krillin and Gohan. I know Gohan, the character, at least they're familiar with the character, have gathered 6 of the 7 Dragon Balls, and they're holding out for Goku, another one that I'm familiar with, to arrive. But hunting the last one, they run headlong into Frieza's forces. So let's check it out.
Deploy the raid parties, Zarbon.
Yes, Lord Frieza.
Dragon Ball is definitely down there.
We can't just sit here. We have to help them.
There's too many of them, Gohan. We need to wait for your dad.
Where are they? Where are the Dragon Balls?
Hey! Leave them alone!
You are like Nail, a warrior.
I guess, but who's Nail?
The last warrior we have on our planet. Please, help us. Get everyone out here now. Everyone? Yes, everyone.
Go! Hide somewhere safe.
Are you okay? We need to separate them. You go west, I'll go east.
Commander! 2 Earthlings have just taken out a full raid party.
A full raid party. And you are only telling me this now! Find them before I have to. Lord Frieza, 2 Earthlings have wiped out an entire raid party.
A full raid party? How terribly embarrassing for you. And yet you still bring me no Dragon Ball, Zarbon. Go down there and find it. Do not fail me again.
It will be done, my lord.
30 minutes until destination. Gravity will be restored to 1G in 5 minutes.
Again, if you're into this world, you're into this world. The voting is now open. Awesome. 1, 2, okay. 3, not for me. For me, Mary's last comment, the Power Rangers meets Thanos versus Jaden Smith. Yeah. It's
I was exactly the same. I thought they were all 3 of them in it. I was like, that's Thanos there. Why are they fighting the Power Rangers? It looks like Jaden Smith. What I couldn't work out, because I don't know the franchise, are they actual real people? Like, as in,
yeah, they're characters. Like, they're characters from the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
So, where it's going to be like a really,
you have to introduce the world better, don't you? For those that aren't already fans.
I just think if I was the person who owned Dragon Ball Z, where does it go from fan art to hold on? You're stepping on my IP now. You've created something that actually I don't want the character to do this, or I don't want the character to do that. So it's going to be a really fine line. Actually, you're going to see.
Really true. They could take it really badly, and certain people will, and certain people will embrace it, you know. And it's going to be worlds opening up to this type of AI fan art, or not. That's what's going to explode their fandom, or it's going to, you know, hold them back potentially, or you know. We'll see. Again, that's not for everyone, though. That is kind of one of those ones where if you knew that world, I'm sure you'd love it. But if you're not that aware of that world, I wish they'd done a little bit better of introducing the world instead of just dropping you into the world, you know? Because clearly it was like a big thing within the world. But for those that aren't aware of the world, it was hard to sort of just go straight in like that. Like, again, though, that is a much longer piece. So, yeah, we're not showing all of it. That's a 32-minute piece, and we only showed 5 minutes of it. So no doubt the world would have evolved, and you should judge it by the full length. Go and watch it on YouTube. J2 Industries. Let's keep moving on. The next one is by someone who we are going to have as a very special guest as a Creator Sessions in the future, and this is a teaser trailer for the actual full piece that he's going to be dropping on a Wednesday in the future, which is the new day that we're doing our Creator Sessions. So I should have mentioned it earlier on in the show, but tomorrow live for 1 hour, we have Uncanny Harry doing a 1 hour special live Creator Sessions. So look out for that through Luma and everything else, where you should go subscribe. And we're going to be doing a special Creator Sessions with Gossip Goblin as well, who is actually no doubt one of the biggest in the AI industry in terms of overall fandom and how many people are liking and following his YouTube and his Instagram. He's got a very good strategy for doing vertical format stuff, which is reels and stuff, to get a real audience going. And this is a teaser trailer for a longer, more like YouTube formatted thing. Again, like I said, we're going to have him on the day of the release in the future. So really excited about that. This one is called Pomegranate. It's the official trailer, so it's only 1 minute. And after centuries of simulated wars, wives, and wonders, a jaded aristocrat visits his neighborhood dream spool dealer in search of something, anything, that feels real. So let's check it out.
Want to talk about it? I've incarnated as warriors, peasants, romantics, damn near every odd creature you could hope to conjure. I've loved women in these spools. I've spent whole lives with them. Sired children, built homes. I've lived through more than any soul was meant to carry.
I've got something.
I don't sell this one.
You always have something.
I think it's worth a shot. On the house.
All right.
I love that he uses British accents for his characters like this, but the visual style is so nice, isn't it? He's a big fan of Midjourney. I found out. I sat on a panel with him in Cannes, actually, and we were being asked about our favorite AI tools, and he's a big fan of Midjourney. And you can really see this style overall in the aesthetic of the pieces, but so epic, this trailer, how the lip sync, the world, it looks so good, the visuals, it looks so rich to me. The voting is now open, 1, 2, or 3. What do you think? 1 awesome, 2 okay, 3 not for me. Straight 1s for me. Really excited to have him on. I love the visual worlds that he builds. Mary says that she really loves the verticals as well. So he's doing a great job across all of the publishing platforms that he's got for his worlds. And yeah, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it looked stunning. It was I started thinking to myself, there's a lot of sci-fi stuff now that's happening. But I just thought it just looked great. You know, it was like even like the clips that you're seeing now, like just things that's going on in the background, the details in the background, as you said, because of Midjourney, the way it, like visually it looks. Yeah, I thought it was good. It's an interesting.
These are his OG characters too. So he's one of the original sci-fi people that's built a world that's very, very big in fandom. So this is like a trailer for a more like movie scenario with these characters. Obviously, the world evolves a lot in Instagram and in Reels and Vertical, and it goes on and on and on. So it's really interesting to see him building out more cinematic 16:9 sort of things. And this, as I felt, is a really big trailer for his like build into the cinematic world. You know, we're seeing Caroline saying big fan #1. Zach London is his real name, and Gossip Goblin is his handle, as Ryan Phillips is, aka Uncanny Harry, that we're going to have on tomorrow. So yeah, we're getting a lot of 1s from the audience there, you know. And as I said, that's quite hard to get people so enriched in this sci-fi world, because there are so many worlds out there. Yeah, he has so many fans because he's been doing it such a long time, and it's been building in quality, and now this looks like a really big leap. July 22nd, I believe, is when the actual full thing comes out. So that's the Wednesday to look out for having Gossip Goblin onto the episode. Exciting times. Let's move on. The next one is The Well, and it is by Dorian and Daniel, inspired by the Brothers Grimm story, if you're familiar with this story, The Wolf and the 7 Young Goats. Let's check it out.
Some say every good story has a moral. But let me be straight. This one ain't no goddamn fairy tale. Let's go through this one more time. Neighbors said they knew him. Everybody did. Folks said he was an addict, a nobody. And they didn't see or hear the fight? No. There's just that guy who was chopping wood nearby. Said he heard a strange noise from down that well. Walked right over and found the body. What about the family? Well, father and his kids all told me the same story. The young ones were on the couch watching TV. Quiet day. Suddenly the door gets kicked in. It's him. He's screaming, tearing the place apart. Probably tripping. But then the father steps in. My trailer! He scares the bastard off. He then stumbles out of the door and walks away. They said he must have slipped and fell straight into the well. But they couldn't see or hear anything. Snow was too thick, and the TV too noisy. What? I'm not buying it. Nobody's seen shit. And this drugged-up lunatic is running away from an old man? What about all the evidence? That neighbor. The one who found the body. You think he... No. But maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe somebody got surprised by him before they could hide the body. So they staged a fight. But why? Why did he have to die? What does it matter? In the end, it's just another dead crackhead. Crack. The ice. Are you having a stroke? The ice down there, it was thin. If he would have fallen down, it would have been cracked. But if he didn't fall, how did he end up down there dead? He was climbing down. Maybe he was looking for something he wasn't supposed to look for. I gotta go.
God damn, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you, if we had to make this show 4 hours long to make all of the pieces full length, this is what's going to happen eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
Such epic world building of such long... We couldn't have dreamed about this a year ago, man. There's no way that people could pull off these worlds between two people in a few weeks using these tools. It's just so crazy. The voting is now open. 1, 2, or 3. I can already see ones flying in for this piece. Yeah. Anthropomorphism on another level. We've done some anthropomorphic pieces as well. We played around with these types of characters and world building, and it's wild though. That one was really, really, really nicely done.
Yeah, it was some great comments in the chat where true pet detective, someone said that, and then someone said what I was thinking, and that was like, this reminds me of the TV show Fargo. Don't know if you've ever seen Fargo, but someone said Fargo in the chat, and I was like, yeah, exactly what it reminds me of. I thought it was really, really good. Good storyline, good character consistency, and the sound at the end. I noticed the credits. They had
Fargo Goes Animal Farm. Yeah, brilliant.
It had 2 people who were doing the sound, and I thought the sound was like
very nicely done.
Really
yeah.
good.
I can always appreciate when the sound brings more to the visuals. And I got Kavan, by the way, in the Kavan Wonder Studios episode. He said film is 90% audio. So I like mocked up a cat with him saying this, 90%, because I'm a big audio proponent, and as you say, it just brings so much when it's done well. And Breaking Bad references even in there. People were saying everything good in this one. Everyone's saying straight ones from the chat. We're really excited to get Gossip on, by the way, to back that with Gossip's piece. I think they're two of the most unique things what we've seen in a long time, honestly. So Paul's really excited about getting Gossip on as well. And man, the quality of stuff that we're watching is crazy.
Yeah.
Let's keep going though. So the next one is a 13-minute piece. Again, we're only going to show the first 5 minutes because we're not going to do a voting to get onto the next part because we've just got too much awesome stuff to watch, guys. What we want to do is drop you into worlds that if you like, you can go and watch the full thing and then get back to us. And we're going to have links to all of that in our newsletter on Luma and stuff. So make sure you sign up there. This one is called Jackpot. It's, again, another sci-fi, but this one is at least a comedy AI short film by I'm going to butcher this one, Dair Karakeev. The prelogue for this one is, in the far future, Earth has become an endless wasteland, cities buried under garbage, nature wiped from the face of the planet. Chris, an ordinary salvage worker, stumbles upon something that could change his life. So let's check it out.
Oh my God. No way. No way! No. That's impossible. This is real. This is actually real. Control, answer me.
Chris? What happened?
I found a tree.
You found what?
A tree. A whole tree. Branches, leaves, everything.
You're kidding.
I wish I was. Do you realize what this means?
Holy Chris, we're rich.
Oh, we're rich. Well, looks like today is my lucky day. Jackpot.
Easy there, kid. Hello.
No.
Yes.
No.
Definitely yes.
I've lost my mind.
That's actually the most reasonable explanation so far.
Ow.
See? Reality. Boo.
Oh! Oh my God.
Oh, please. I am just a tree.
Stop doing that.
Sorry.
Trees don't talk.
They didn't. Then humans happened and we adapted. You'd be surprised what extinction pressure can do.
So you're the last one?
One of the last. You people were remarkably efficient. Pollution, forestation, industrial waste, very impressive work.
Look, that's terrible and all, but I still have to cut you down.
Excuse me?
They're gonna pay me enough money to buy a starship.
You'd kill the last tree on Earth for money?
Look, I am sorry, okay?
Chris, I have a better offer.
Okay, let me see if I've got this straight. You somehow know where a giant pile of ancient gold is hidden.
Correct.
Enough gold to buy 10 starships.
Approximately.
And it's buried somewhere under several billion tons of garbage.
Also correct.
Right. That's the dumbest treasure map I've ever heard.
Yet you're still considering it.
Good thing I came prepared. I even trained.
Really?
Yes. Starship captains have to withstand high G forces. So I used to spin myself on a playground carousel until I got sick. Don't look at me like that. I was 12. So, I didn't become a starship captain. Yet.
So many references in that one, mate. I got Wally, I got Ents, I got like all the Optimus Prime almost.
Optimus
I heard the
Prime.
voice.
Yeah.
I was like so many different feelings throughout that, but I love the story. By the way, can I have this gun? This thing just disappears.
Yeah.
It looks epic. I need this right now. The voting is open. 1, 2, or 3. Awesome. Okay, not for me. What were your thoughts on that one, mate? I really loved that.
I really like that one. I really like this. I don't know whether or not this is my favorite one of the day. This one or the last one with the animals. I really like this. I like the characters, both characters. You know, it was quite simple. I like the bit when he said about there's this like over 1 billion gallons of waste and that's your treasure map. And he goes, yeah, but you're still considering it. I don't know. I just like the dialogue between the two characters. Yeah, I really like that one. Yeah, I can't put down exactly why, but I really, really like that. Really good.
Really nice dialogue. Again, it was like so different, wasn't it? You know, we've seen pieces with no dialogue, and this one was all about the dialogue and the interaction between the characters. Not sure why the votes aren't coming in. Keep voting, guys. They're sort of the polls inacting a little bit, but we can see lots of ones coming in on the chat for that one. 1, 2 as well. Powerful and positive message. That's a great way to sort of sum up this piece. I got a bit of Neural Viz, you know, the character that he created with just a round-headed space character like that, because he was inside the visor. I just got a bit of an influence there as well. I really liked the comedy element to it as well. Like, so Paul's saying it's as much as a comedy as The Martian is a comedy, but like it felt a little bit like, you know, the interactions were friendly and nice and interesting, and overall really liked it. Tough one again, isn't it, for your favorite of the week? I love Gossip trailer as well, so all three of these back to back are just making like which one's going to be our newsletter standout of the week this week. It's a tough choice.
Well, then again, the Jeep one at the beginning was good as well.
That was a really nice way to introduce the show as well. Great pick by Paul, I think, for the introduction for the show, that one. So let's keep going, guys. This one might be the fan fiction that we are all most familiar with, because it is a Star Wars fan fiction. Except this one is 1960 Star Wars film. So it's Hoth, The First Wave, and let me read who it's by. It's by Warden Cinematics. So it's a 12-minute, 45 piece. We're going to watch the first 5 minutes. If you're familiar with the Star Wars world, let's check it out.
Every war has its heroes. Every battle has its legends. But before history remembers the generals, someone has to be first to set foot on the snow. Imperial intelligence estimated the operation would be swift and decisive. Imperial intelligence was optimistic.
Didn't sleep again?
Couldn't.
Smart. Saves time.
Let's move. Get the squad ready. Weapons, cold weather gear, full packs. I'll report to Lieutenant Bay.
Yes, sir. Try not to volunteer us for anything stupid.
You know me. No promises.
That's exactly what worries me. Here we go again.
Sergeant Kess reporting as ordered, sir. At ease, Sergeant. Intelligence has located an insurgent installation on a remote Class 3 ice world. You and your squad are first wave. Treat the terrain as hostile. Keep your eyes open. Report to Hangar 3 immediately. You'll receive your mission briefing there. Yes, sir. What's waiting for us down there? Hopefully, rebels. Dismissed. You look terrible, Titus. Good to see you, too. They're pulling out the big guns today. That usually means someone upstairs made a mistake. Wonderful. See you on the other side. And don't die. You're still only 50 credits. I'll try my best.
Beautiful. If only we were here under different circumstances.
Trust me, you don't want a vacation on an ice ball.
Another destroyer. So wait. That's not an escort formation.
That's a lot of steel for one frozen rock.
I didn't know we'd need this many ships for this operation.
Neither do I. You'd better get geared up. Corporal Jansen hates waiting.
Yes, sir.
Mate, this stroking of the chin and the circular editing and stuff, if you love this type of thing and you're a fan of this world, again, it's going to be big for you, right? And these spin-off fan films, it's kind of crazy how like every week things align. We have color grading, then sound design, then music, then now it's the fan film week. And this is like, you know, just dropping you into the Star Wars fan film world, you know, in a 60s sort of take on it. It's crazy. So the voting's now open, 1, 2, or 3. Is that awesome? Okay, not for you. What do you reckon, mate?
I don't know, if I'm being honest. I was watching this and thinking, what am I going to say? I think it was... The story was a bit, obviously, then it's not all of it, so it wasn't complete.
Yes, it's like a 12, 13-minute piece.
Yeah.
Making such long pieces now. Yeah.
And I like the idea of the 60s thing. I don't know about the voices. I don't know if the voices.
Yeah, someone said that the characters were great, but that they not like matching the voices as well.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Yeah, it felt like someone said James Bond. It felt like an old Michael Caine's 60s film. Like it felt like that style rather than like a Star Warsy, like Star Wars full Star Wars style.
Yeah.
I would probably give it a 2.
Yes, I'd go 2 for this
better
one.
than okay. That's the thing. It's like a 1.5. That's what I'd probably give it.
If you're into that world and you like that spin on it, I think it would be very up your avenue. But yeah, I'm like a 2 for that one. You know, the funniest comment of this entire video though by Mary, it feels like this was in the archive because of a HR violation.
Yeah. Mary's been on fire today in the comments, by the way.
Mary is one of the best commenters we've got. It's so good. Thank you. Star slop, someone said.
Star slop.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, again, it's like, do you love it? Do you not? That one for me, even though I love Star Wars, was definitely a 2, and I can't really put my finger on why either. But like, again, maybe watching the full thing will do it more justice, and you'll get some sort of like character archive and like, you know, some continuity, whatever you get from the full thing. Anyway, let's keep going. We've got a few more to watch. The next one is called NOCTARI 3 by Shadow Realm. Not by Shadow Realm, sorry, it's NOCTARI 3 Shadow Realm by Black Eye Media AB, and this is part 3 of another epic sci-fi fantasy action series called NOCTARI. We're going to watch the first 5 minutes, but again, this is a 12-minute piece. People are going long, they're going sci-fi, they're building worlds. So let's watch the first 5 minutes of this one and see what we think.
Why is it not attacking?
Scarecrow, are you doing this?
No. I think you are.
Me? You are the wizard here, not me.
It's something about you it's reacting to. That is what I am feeling.
Captain, tell me again what happened when the Navy nuked these things.
They just spawn right back. It's like they're here, but they're not really here.
Well, we have to pass it. I don't trust that it'll just let us, even if it's acting calm. Scarecrow, do your thing.
I am ready.
Commander, do you really trust this vampire?
No. But I don't see that we have much of a choice here, Tin Man. Or can you do magic?
Just happened?
Something you will never understand, Tin Man.
Captain, where are we?
It seems like we're right back where we came from. We are not. The sensors are not picking up any anomalies. The star chart is completely identical.
Except for one little detail. The flight computer has corrected itself because it can't function otherwise. Everything out there is a perfect mirror of our known universe, an exact replica, just reversed.
What?
Every galaxy, sun, and planet is exactly where it's supposed to be, but in a mirror image. Left is right, and right is left. It looks identical, but absolutely nothing is the same.
For once, I actually agree with you, Tin Man. We are not in Kansas anymore.
So, the anomaly we came through, it's also just gone?
Yes, they are all gone.
Then, we are stuck. I'm so sorry, Captain. You probably have family back home. I wasn't thinking.
Commander, we will find a way. Let's get this done.
Scarecrow. Where do we start?
I cannot sense them, or anything for that matter. Everything is upside down here.
Then I suggest we go home.
As in, mirror? Home?
Yes. Let's start there if anything is left. And maybe Scarecrow will sober up by then.
Okay, so the voting is now open for that piece. I will say the sound design was really, really nice on that piece. As Jimmy said, though, I'm a bit sci-fi blind as well, just because we've watched so many of these back to back and so many are building similar type sci-fi worlds. But the characters were amazing. This character specifically was pretty damn epic, and the sound design really stood out to me in this piece. So I think for me, this is definitely bordering between a 1 and a 2. I'd give it 1.3 if that's a thing, you know, like so definitely in the more towards the 1s than the 2s for me in terms of building this world. And I like the cinematics, I like the sound design, I like the character design, I like the editing, I like the pacing. What did you think?
I pretty much second what you say. I thought the sound was really, really good. The only thing is that I feel like the voices that were used, I've heard it many times before on different characters. So it's like almost if you're using Seedance, there's only a few like voices you can use. Like they might say a British accent and there's like 5 of them, because I've heard it before, and I pretty much think I've even heard it already on this show, today's episode. So but apart from that,
my boy Adrian just dropped into the chat, voted a 2. Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? A lot of sorry mate, sorry, go on.
I was just saying the sound was good. I thought the storyline was decent, you know, as I'm about a 1.4, 1.5. Yeah.
As I said, I think we just got a bit sci-fi exhausted this episode, didn't we? It was just a lot of the same, but fan films, and let's go. Beyond Flicks tuning in. Let's go. Hopefully have him on as the Creator Sessions again in the future. He's doing a pretty epic piece at the moment. Can't say too much about it, but I really like the piece he showed me with Porcelain Kitsugi. Really nice stuff. So we've been watching a lot of sci-fi, and Paul has done a really good job this week because he's saved like some music videos, because we are a bit all sci-fi'd out towards the end. So we've got 2 more videos to watch, and I believe both of them are kind of like satire music videos, you know, completely something different. So the first one is a music video for TRUICE, which is Dr. Dre's son, mate. And this one is by Stéphane Davi and Aurelie Scour. The opening of the music video was created entirely with Seedance. The rest was shot on a green screen with a significant amount of compositing. So that's what we know about this piece so far. Let's check it out.
High-speed pursuit westbound. down. 180, black Lamborghini heading westbound. Unit 34 responding. I've got visual on the black Lamborghini joining the pursuit. Air unit responding. We have visual on the black Lamborghini. High-speed pursuit, mark west.
Sorry, that wasn't satire. That was just the AI bits of the real music video. The next one is satire. So yeah, I jumped the gun. I thought that was the satire piece. That it was nothing satire about it. It was very epic, very cinematic. Felt really cool. The sound design was superb in that piece. And you can see why music videos are going in this direction, right? With like green screens, real people, and then using AI for crazy scenes like crashing Lamborghinis, helicopters. How much did this cost in real life? Like $750K just for the permits, and then getting the helicopter and actually being in the sky and doing all of this crazy stunts. Like, this is Seedance territory. Absolutely, for music videos, you know, as long as it's looking realistic, if that's the idea of it. Music videos can get away with a lot more animation and other styles and being crazy and stuff like this, you know, but if cinematics is what you're going for, it just needs to look real, and it did. It felt real and looked real, didn't it? So great work. For me, that was a straight one for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking, when's the music gonna start? That's literally what I was thinking. And then,
so what we did was Paul took the AI parts of the music video. So obviously we'd get like a copyright thing, you know, overall, probably if we played the full video. But these were the AI visuals that were implemented into a real music video, you know, that's with Jay-Z's son.
Nice.
Oh, no, sorry, Dr. Dre's son.
Dr. Dre's son. Yeah, Jay-Z's son.
Sorry, not Jay's son.
yeah.
God, I'm getting all mixed up. So yeah, remember, like, this is the last one, guys, so just a reminder to subscribe to our newsletter over on Luma, also subscribe over on LinkedIn and everywhere else, YouTube, all of those things. We're going to show the last one, which Paul picked, and this one is the satire piece, I believe, and it's a satirical take. It's called The Bunker Boys. Have a guess what you might think about who the Bunker Boys might be. It's a merciless satire take on the survivalist fantasies, mobs, obsessives, and immortalities complexes of Silicon Valley's elite. Men so insulated by wealth and power that they can no longer relate to humanity, let alone reality. So let's check it out.
When the world is ending, we're not taking you. We're not taking you. Bought Twitter for a meme, tanked it for a joke. Richest man alive and somehow always broke. 14 kids, 7 months, I call it legacy. Got red pilled by my own app. What a tragedy. Ketamine for breakfast, K-hole by lunch. Put a chip in my skull, so now my thoughts are crunch. Built a rocket ship cause Earth and I can't agree. Won't be lonely on Mars, she's coming with me. We're the Bunker Boys. We're the future, we're the vibe. A billion folks below us, well they might not survive. We're the Bunker Boys. We got more than we can spend. We don't need humanity, but we'd really like a friend. I lie when I'm awake, I lie when I'm asleep. I lie to the Senate, I lie to the sheep. Me and PDT, homie, keeping it real. The border screaming, more growth. I oblige. You think this rap's appropriating, homie? Please wait till you see the IP that we've been confiscating. Every painter, every poet, every novel ever penned. Copyright, never heard of her. Case closed. Amend. Is this my motto making this song right now? Am I a bunker boy or am I a prompt somehow? You're watching this on my app, don't forget every scroll, every tap, I collect it all, that's the deal. Got your teenage daughter scrolling, can't sleep, can't eat, that's engagement, baby, that's the magic of the feed. Every breakdown is a data point, that's exactly what I need. Pivoted to AI, got a brand new tech,
real once I upload to the metaverse.
Yo, I'm starving, I'm lucky, I got filthy rich, young. Built an army of killer drones just for fun. Call me Bond villain on my island, on my throne. Hi, have you seen my metrics? My resting heart breaks a literal miracle. Sleep score 99, VO2 max empirical. I'm a prototype, I'm Nosferatu in a yoga fit. I don't age, I don't sleep. Every cell in my body is a year younger than last week. I'll live to 1,000, you'll be compost at my feet. Between us, girl, I've never had a friend. I optimize my body cause the metrics never end. I'm so tired of faking, I just want someone to stay. But I'm 60% titanium, so I'll outlive you anyway. We're the bunker boys, we're the future, we're the vibe. The billion folks below us, well, they might not survive. We're the bunker boys, we got more than we can spend. We don't need humanity, but we'd really like a friend. I'm going to Mars, I'm hiding in the bunker. I'm uploading to the cloud, if we're gonna die, we just wanted a friend. We just wanted a friend.
Yeah.
What a great way to close out the show.
Yeah.
Straight one. The vote is now open. What a catchy beat. Sam Altman looked lifelike, in his character. And they all looked like, I think someone said Sam Altman with a tash looks like, who was it? He looks like Tony Hinchcliffe, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really good. The other guy, was it that Brian Johnson guy who's trying to make it reverse aging or something?
Yes, exactly.
And that's the other guy with the arms. Someone said that. But yeah, that was a good one. It was a satire, bit of fun, but you need that.
Yeah. We definitely needed that after all that heavy sci-fi cinematic stuff that we watched. What a great way to close out the show. It's hard to know whether to open the show or close the show with something like this, but honestly, I think that was the way to do it. Is we watched a lot of heavy stuff and then we closed out with some crazy fun satire. The beat, mate, was so catchy. Clearly Suno, but this is why we have parody rights and stuff in the West. We're allowed to do this stuff and make fun of these people, and it was so well done. Honestly, it was insane. Straight ones for me. Great choice. Oh, what a show, eh? What a show! Another crazy week.
Yeah, I think this week has been a lot. I think for me, the one that wins it is I think it has to be the Jeep one. I think that one just gets it. I think it's because I like the short ones. I prefer the short ones. And if you can tell a story in 2 minutes, and I always like the ads. I think that they work better for me than the music videos and the short films. But I would say that's number one. I think number two is the Fargo animal one, and number three was the what was the other one that I liked? I can't remember what the third one was. I can't remember what it was.
Subscribe to Luma and you'll get the roundup of all of the things that we watched this week. It's impressive that Jeep one was an official ad, right? That was the thing that was most impressive, because it would have been great as a spec ad, but that they actually worked with Jeep to make this an official thing was the really great thing, that it was pulled off at this level of detail. So, and they convinced them that 3 minutes was the right length for the story, and congrats. That's a really big client work. It's awesome to showcase that type of stuff for sure.
Yeah. That was it. The guy with a tree. But then again, I like that parody one as well just now. So they're my four. Well, they're my top four this week.
Really great episode again, huh?
Fargo Detective is the number one for Guy. The last one wins. Bunker Boys.
I'm getting some private chats from people that saying the Bunker Boys video is their favorite in WhatsApp as well. So. Yeah, as well as the YouTube comments and LinkedIn comments. Yeah.
Nice.
Hilarious. The Animal Detective was Caroline's favorite. another great show. Paul, really great job. It always
Thanks.
feels so last minute, and yet it looks so polished when we actually get it out. And you know, we even had the exact right amount of videos, even though we weren't quite sure. We were at 15, usually we're at 19. But yeah, we were a lot more 5-minute chunks of bigger, long pieces, right? And that seems to be the story lately, is much longer worlds being built, and we're just dropping into 5 minutes. And in some episodes, we'll have a poll to continue when we don't have as much to watch. And in other episodes, we'll just, you know, rapid fire through 5 minutes. And thank you so much, Glenn. We love featuring your piece as well. Eric, thanks again.
And don't
You
forget
guys
tomorrow.
are the best. Yes, don't forget tomorrow on Uncanny Harry. We have 4 till 5 p.m. GMT. So wherever you are tuning in the world, for you guys, it's the same hour, basically, in California time as the usual show, but only for 1 hour. Special guest Ryan Phillips, aka Uncanny Harry, is going to be a start of a new creator sessions that we're doing once a week, whenever we can. We're going to have Gossip Goblin. We've got Cavan the Kid, mate. I'm so excited that Cavan the Kid is coming on the show as well. Some of the biggest names in AI right now. Let us know in the comments too who else we should get on this show. Who's your favorite? We need to know who these people are that deserve this creator sessions. Kareem's going to be one. Marco's going to be one. Other
We need
people
to
are
get
going
Dave
to have
Clark. We need to get him back on. We need to get Simon Meyer on.
Meta
We need
Puppet,
to get
Simon
all of this
Meyer.
crew, all of the Promise crew.
We have direct access to all these guys, so it's really, really awesome times, and they're going to get really, really big, and so it's good to get them on now whilst they're growing their big fan bases, you know?
Definitely.
Right,
Really?
guys. So we actually made really good time. Like I said, we thought 15 videos might not be enough, but then 5-minute segments really do show a lot more of the world, even though they're much longer. Highlight of the week. Thank you so much. Our #1 fan. It was so nice meeting you in SF. Jimmy, you're the best. Keep submitting. See you tomorrow, Glenn. Great lineup, says Spirit. Thank you so much. Yes, Caroline Bosch, she's another great one to get on. More females, please. Philippa tells me, Lisbon Laura's, that's another thing. I'm hosting Lisbon Laura's London Takeover on the 30th of July. If you guys are in London, let me know. Come and drop into the show. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be hosting that with Philippa. It's in partnership with Dramina and all of the Seedance stuff. Exciting stuff. Chapter 3 Chronicles of Bone is out. Oh gosh, that's going to be fun to have Cavan on the show and talk about his old Chronicles of Bone series and Phantom X and all of the stuff. He's got A's altar signed to Phantom X, and we've got so many questions for Cavan, honestly. I watched his Wonder Studio session last week, and it was really, really good as well. He did a magnific session as well. Need this show twice a week? Well, fortunately for you, it is coming twice a week, because if the creator sessions keep going, we're going to do this every Wednesday, as long as I'm in the UK in my studio to be able to do it. I do need a road set up, I think. Oh, we got the youngest fan joining into the show. Last week he popped in. Let's go. Our youngest fan just popping in.
Yeah. Cool, guys.
Love it.
Yeah, we went swimming pool. All right then, guys. Have a good one, and hopefully see you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow if you're around, and if not, next week. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.